Growing up, I learned that control was safety, or so I thought. And so I did the one thing I could do. I clung to the only control I had at the time, which was food intake. So, what I would do when I was younger, because I lived in a very chaotic environment and I needed some form of control, was I would limit my food intake to the point of becoming anorexic. When I saw my friend at 5'7" and 63 pounds, hooked up to tubes in the hospital fighting for her life, I snapped out of it. And I realized that that wasn't control, that was fear disguised as discipline. And so I went throughout my life in relationships and even with my kids, wanting this control, needing this control. And have you ever found yourself in those arguments, needing to dominate, needing to win, needing to be right? I have. But here's the truth of the matter. If you're in an argument with anyone that you care about, really anyone in general, and your goal is to be right, to win, to dominate, you're not really winning. You're losing the connection. And that's not winning at all. Control is a trauma response. It's a trauma response because there's a fear of being vulnerable because you couldn't be vulnerable before. But here's the trick to it all. When you're in those situations, the hardest thing to do is to stop and ask yourself, to look at oneself and say, what is it that I'm afraid of losing right now? Because that's when you start leading with your spirit and not with your ego. And that, my friends, is where real intimacy begins. We've got this.